pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Wilson right back to Judy, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, like
and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
In Super Bowl 54 just 4 years ago, coming back in the 4th quarter to beat the 49ers 31-20, or the Lions, the team that came into Arrowhead to start the season week 1, and the Lions ousted Kansas City 21-20. They will be the underdogs if San Francisco wins, and I think they'll be favored of Detroit, but I can tell you right now, for any of the odds makers or anybody out there, if it's a playoff game and the Chiefs show up, you do not make them underdogs. They've proven it over and over again. And like you said, 2 games on the road. This is the most difficult stretch to get there in the Mahomes career. Absolute heartbreak in Baltimore as the Ravens' magnificent season ends 1 game short. The final score, Kansas City 17.
Oh, what? 30?
10. Coming up next, State Farm Postgame Show.
I mean, it's scrap. It's scrap rag. I think like a million. I don't know.
St. James Brown's coming up after this. The champs are still in it.
There are so many.
Hmm?
We have many in here.
Hey, what's up there? Oh, I switched to H&R Block. Doing my own taxes online. Their new AI tax assist is so awesome. It answers my questions if I ever need help. I'm gonna make the switch.
Do your own taxes with help from AI Tax Assist.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. Well, it flex its contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair at once for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best the man can get is Gillette Labs.
Fashion moves fast. Setting trends is our business. We need to scale with customer demand in real time. So we partnered with Verizon. Their solution for us? A private 5G network. We now get more control in production, efficiencies, and greater agility.
With a custom private 5G network, our customers get what they want when they want it.
Now we're even smarter and ready for what's next.
Achieve enterprise intelligence. It's your vision. It's your Verizon.
Did you know you waste 200 hours a year hand washing dishes? Switch to your dishwasher in Cascade Platinum Plus. All you have to do is scrape. You're done.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formation. Direction. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have... Win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6. Now it's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Wilson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. 12-yard. down as the drive rolls on.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They run it with Pirine on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Again, here's Pirine. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Looking to throw. Wilson. That is caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Penalty's not what they needed here. 1st and 15. All eyes on Fields. Rolling to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll run again with Pirine. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough someday.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And coming out now, the Broncos. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tie. On first down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all and then that interception.
That fighting spirit. Those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
First throw in overtime by Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. First down now, but that clock rolling. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. For the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington Commanders taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.